My fellow Americans, it is time to splinter the CIA into 1,000 pieces and scatter it into the wind.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. There's a lot of interesting news out there today, but not a lot of stop what you are doing, earth-shattering, skull-cracking, holy change your entire perspective on who and what the American government is moments, but this is certainly one of them from Congresswoman Anna Luna, who randomly on Jesse Waters' show just said, oh, by the way, there is a secret tape that proves that Lee Harvey Oswald was not the only shooter and didn't actually shoot JFK at all. And that NBC is hoarding that tape, and we need to see it. Now, Anna Luna is in charge of the declassification subcommittee that has subpoena power over the JFK assassination, and there was a press pool van that was traveling with JFK, and there isn't a lot of footage that has been released from that van. Aren't a lot of photographs from the media on that day. It's always been a curiosity. Now, we know that there's something called capture and kill in this profession, where when you need to keep a secret, you pay for exclusive rights to footage, and then you kill the story. This happened with Jeffrey Epstein. This happened with the Zapruder film, which is the only footage that we have of the actual JFK assassination. And so this might change entirely our structured understanding of who killed JFK and how. So where is this footage? Let's first listen to what the Congresswoman had to say, and then we'll examine what she may be talking about. Very interesting.
Because of these new releases, it's conclusive that the CIA was running Oswald, running him. And he also said that he doesn't think all of the documents have been released. Is that your understanding too?
Yeah, so we're actually in the process of tracking down two specific documents. And also, too, Jesse, I would like to actually tell the American people, it was made aware to me this evening that NBC actually has a video that's never been seen before. We're actually going to be sending a letter requesting that from NBC because it allegedly shows Oswald near the vehicle when the assassination took place, which means that he couldn't have been the shooter. So, again, we're tracking down all this information. But look, there's even a CIA document that came out that Mr. Morley pointed out that actually said that the CIA never bought the lone gunman theory. And so I think the American people had an inclination as to what we were saying, but we never had the hard evidence until now. And so it's important to note that in a free and fair society, how could you operate or have an agency operating in the shadows? And so kudos to President Trump, also Director Radcliffe and Tulsi Gabbard for pushing for this transparency. It is going to be generational changing that they've done this. And we hope to bring forward legislation to ensure that this never happens again for future generations to come.
You're saying NBC has been keeping this tape of Oswald under wraps?
Correct. In fact, Director Stone actually told us that he was showed this tape, that it was a secondary copy, and that he said that this could blow open the entire JFK investigation. What I will also tell you, though, Jesse, is he said that NBC has been very, very much so guarding this tape. And so I believe that that tape belongs to the American people. We are going to be sending a letter asking for that tape. And I would encourage everyone to ask NBC to release that tape to the public. It's important, not just for our investigations, but so the American people know the truth as to what happened with John F. Kennedy.
Anna Luna there talking about Oliver Stone, Director Stone, not a director of an agency, but Director Oliver Stone, who has created demonstrable bodies of work that shed true evidentiary light on the conspiracy around JFK's murder. Incredible movies and documentaries. I encourage you to check them out. He's been on Joe Rogan's show a bunch of times. There is no one better on this topic than Oliver Stone. And so if he is working with the committee here, that's quite a bit of a bombshell. And we really respect the dude's work. And he knows what he's talking about. Apparently, he's seen this footage. This went rightfully thermonuclear viral. Many people adding small clips and snippets like this. I'm pretty sure that this is a reference to this photo, which is one of, if not the last photos of JFK before he was shot. People have claimed that this is Oswald standing there in the door of the depository, if I remember correctly, as they passed. So you can see here the vehicle. See the car, obviously the presidential limousine. You can see here Oswald, right? What looks like Oswald. They're standing in the doorway, of course, not high up in a sniper position, but they're in the doorway. Is there videos of this? There was a press pool traveling with the president. There's always been a press pool traveling with the president for the last 100 years, where members of the press are there with cameras and photography equipment, and they're there to capture what happens to the president. So, does this exist? I mean, it's certainly plausible. Holy smokes, Representative Anna Paulina Luna just broke the news that NBC News has been sitting on a video of Oswald near JFK's limo at the time of the assassination. Thus, he couldn't have been in this Texas school book depository at the time. Candace saying it's so weird and lame that we're all still pretending that we don't know who murdered JFK, like the whole timeline is feigning shock and surprise that it wasn't Lee Harvey Oswald. One nation under blackmail indeed. Candace Owens obviously alluding to the CIA, intel operations, colluding with foreign powers, killing JFK. Very much look forward, quite frankly, to there being a much more serious investigation about who did kill JFK after this. So, like, these are some of the more fascinating things that were revealed inside of these documents, is how malevolent the CIA was at the time, engaging in biowarfare all the way back in the 60s. How they were engaging, of course, in like illegal drug trade and then regime change everywhere. How angry and embittered the CIA was about many of JFK's stances, like not going to war in Vietnam, like not fighting communism aggressively enough in Cuba, not providing nuclear weapons to Israel. Boy, you see like a massive constellation of people that would want to kill him. So it has been really very interesting, and capture and kill for videotapes like this is common. So NBC has never before seen video of Oswald near JFK's video, near JFK while he was assassinated. And that video, according to Oliver Stone, proves that he couldn't have killed JFK. So who decided that it was time to release it on at NBC after keeping it for 60 years? This is completely crazy. Everybody claiming that this is a shock. But there is also a account here who's a Pulitzer finalist and an author named Gerald Posner. And Gerald says, time for a dose of reality. This smoking gun from Rep. Luna said last night, never before seen, could blow the entire JFK investigation open. She said she learned about it from Oliver Stone, and the video shows Oswald near the vehicle where JFK was. Very, very much guarding this tape. That NBC is incredulous here. Small problem. It's not a secret video, and that has never before seen. It's available for anybody to watch. Okay, let's go ahead and have a look. Jimmy Darnell, the NBC affiliate cameraman who had been riding in the press camera car behind the motorcade, he and 3 other cameramen jumped out of the car after the shots and started filming for about 30 seconds after the assassination. Darnell's film shows Dallas police officer Marion Baker running into the front door of the Texas School Book Depository and past the supervisor, both of whom would encounter Oswald less than 30 seconds on the 2nd floor. Oswald was on his way out of the building, having come down from the 6th floor of the shooting. Some conspiracy theorists think that a few seconds in the Darnell film show on the far side of the front of the Texas School Book Depository, Oswald. The figure has been dubbed the praying man because of the way that he's standing with his arms crossed. For those not in the weeds on the JFK assassination, this is not the first time that the film or the photo has been used to try and exonerate Oswald. For many years, conspiracy theorists contended that Oswald was visible in one of the pictures taken. AP photographer at the scene. Oswald, they contended, was a fuzzy figure in a white t-shirt. I've shown you that photo right here. There you go. Oliver Stone and others have now turned the Darnell film and the person standing on the left, maybe this is Oswald. It's not clear from the fuzzy image. If it is absolutely a white man, it could be a light-skinned colored black man. 13 of Oswald's work colleagues were standing in front of the steps of the Texas School Book Depository. They were there watching the motorcade. None of them remember seeing Oswald there. Okay, so this is like the takedown, right? I hope the Oversight Committee gets the original Darnell video. Many of us would like to see the clearest possible version, phonetics of the scene that played out minutes after the assassination. So he's doing his best to sort of cast doubt there. For those, however, who think it would be dispositive and exculpatory evidence that Oswald was hanging out at the front of school book depository, good luck. The story might earn a headline, but it's not breaking news. That's what he says. Let's watch the video that is attached to this tweet. There's no audio here. This is the NBC News of Daily Plaza showing the assassination aftermath, 1963. Kind of shaky video. Sort of proving how hard this would all be to do today, because you'd be able to get, like, anytime the president is anywhere, there's, 50,000 people filming in 4K. Kind of curious, right? A bunch of people running towards the grassy knoll. This is obviously something that's been out there for quite a while. And this would be the front of the Texas School Book Depository here, right? This building. You can see the people there standing on the stairway. Make this as big as possible, and you can see that it's like quite blurry. There are frames missing from the Zapruder film. I'm not here to like throw cold water on this. I'm just here to give nor am I here to say that I'm some JFK assassination expert. I'm just saying, like, let's have all the evidence, right? We know that they've degraded footage, like of the J6 pipe bomber, that they degrade footage, they clip out, they snip out frames that they don't want you to see. So let's have it, right? Release this in its original form. NBC News has this footage. Let's go. That's all I'd ask for, because we know that they've lied to us in the past, right? I think it's still like asking the right question. Glad that Anna Paulina Luna is asking these questions. And most importantly, the only way to get to the truth is to have these conversations. So let's do it. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe.